supply chain crisis hasn't been seen since World War II, and the U.S. is in for a retail disaster this holiday season. According to a toy expert, now common goods are flying off shelves as resellers jack up toy costs as much as 400%. Here to react, trucking executive and Georgia congressional candidate Mike Collins. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You know, people like you are in high demand right now because there aren't enough truck drivers out there to bring things from the ports to the warehouses. So why do you think that is?
Well, and unfortunately, you just can't flip a switch and produce truck drivers. But this is just another example of failed leadership and leadership by the Biden administration just to play identity politics. You know, we saw this problem coming. I saw this problem coming way back in middle August when I read a report that China had closed down the world's third largest port, which they have a zero tolerance for COVID. So they had one case of COVID and they closed that port down for 10 days. And that ripple effect was going to make the goods that we get for Christmas not get here this year.
Yeah.
And so when we've been out there preaching that the Chinese goods you're going to see for Christmas just isn't coming.
So how do you fix it? Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says that there's no easy fix to this.
Well, he should have seen this coming as well and prepared for it, as well as the LA port. Now, you know, operating 24 hours, 7 days a week now is not going to, you're still going to produce that you're going to put the goods on the ground, but you're still not going to be able to get them pushed through to the end user any quicker, because you're right, there is a truck driver shortage out there, but they could have done a better job of planning. And it's just one more example where there's failed leadership, and we're using this America First Last policy. You know, the Trump administration did a great job with helping with reduced regulations and other things that are causing the problems that we have today that are making U.S. manufacturers have to go overseas to produce their goods, as well as the regulations that have hampered the trucking industry for years.
Yeah. You know, you make such a good point. And when you see all of those ships out there, you realize how reliant we are on goods from other countries. And Senator Josh Hawley just introduced a bill. It's called Make in America to Sell in America. He wants more things made here so that something like this doesn't ever happen again.
And that's a good point. And we should be focusing. We should focus on America First agenda. You know, and that's a main reason that I am running for Congress, is to take that experience from small business and take it to Washington, because we've got so many career politicians in Washington today that do not understand or have the full effect of what these overreaching regulations have done to every aspect of our American economy.
Yeah, you know, we talk a lot about the people on the boats. You know, they must be very bored because they're there for weeks on end. What's it like to be a truck driver right now?
Well, the trucking industry, that is a very rewarding career. It's a neat industry to be in. Unfortunately, we are in the most regulated industry in the world. You know, you would be hard pressed to find anyone else that has to write down or keep up with what they do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day of their career.
Wow.
And it's those type of, and that's okay that we keep up with it, but it's the continuous overreach and regulations that produce a lot of non-productivity.
And that may be, Mike, that may be one of the reasons why there is a truck driver shortage right now. So really quickly, we only have about 30 seconds left. When do you see things going back to normal? Because I know that there's a lot of people who are really worried about Christmas and, you know, even getting groceries at the grocery store in a costly way.
We're reading that it's going to be into the end of 2022.
So over a year from now.
There's no easy fix. There's no quick fix. No, There's no quick fix to this. It'll keep rippling on through each cycle.
Yeah. All right, Congressman, Congressman Mike Collins, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Carly.